Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 11th. This week, we're going to just jump right in here and see what is going on with you. We're going to take a look at your current energies with this main spread, and then we are going to clarify with the Lenormand at the end, and we're going to see what additional details want to come up for you. Also, Aries, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising to get a full picture of what's going on for you this month. But Aries, let's see here, Aries. I'm getting something about your teeth. I don't know. I feel like someone out there is dealing something with their teeth. The word teeth is popping into my head. So some of you might be going to the dentist here. But this is actually a pretty clear story, I would say to you here, Aries. You're waking up to something here. You have the Enlightenment card. I feel like for some of you, this is what you are waking up to. Again, this could be one of those readings where it's just like 30 seconds long, honestly. I feel like this is a situation that you're waking up to where you just feel like you're going insane on the extreme end of the scale. For others, I feel like you're just sick and tired of repeating the same thing. You have this round and round card at the end. And so I feel for some of you, you're just waking up to a situation that just is never going to change. Or, you know, this could be a person. For some of you, I definitely feel this is love because we have the Three of Swords here. It's almost like you are choosing love. But that could mean that you're walking away from a person. And I feel like that could be the spark that brings a real love into your life. So I do feel for some of you, this is just like a round and round situation that you're dealing with here. I'm getting like weird words popping into my head as well, like people pleasing or appeasement or something like that. It's almost like some of you could be in a situation where it's like someone is just trying to keep you happy or something. I don't know, has that weird type of vibe to it, you know, where it just doesn't feel genuine, I guess. And I feel like if this reading is for you, then you can definitely feel that off of a person. For others, like I said, this could just be you waking up to a situation at work, and we'll talk about that more. You have the Chariot, the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. It's almost like you're stuck in a situation or have been stuck in a situation where you're just not happy with the Five of Pentacles. For some, I kind of feel there are like two groups of people here, as always. For some of you, I feel like maybe you're in a situation where you thought it was going to bring you happiness, and it's like now that you're back in it, it just doesn't feel happy, which I think happens to people from time to time. So it's like maybe you got back into a relationship here. I kind of see that intuitively, and maybe now that you're back in it, you're like, wait a minute, this person just, really does not contribute to happiness just in general. For others, like I said, I feel like this is a work situation. The Chariot is like a card of determination, and it can say that you work very hard. The Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles is kind of like saying, but you're not getting paid what you're worth, basically. So you could be feeling a little left out in the cold as far as work is concerned. In a lot of ways, I feel like that Chariot card is just saying that you've done your best, or that you have tried to do your best. That's literally popping into my head. I'm laughing because Dane Cook, who's a comedian, I actually don't think he's very funny, but he has a bit where he says, I did my best, and that's popping into my head with the Chariot for some reason. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you gave something like a real effort, whether it was like a relationship. For some of you, I definitely feel that this is a work situation where it's like you did your best. I feel like you tried as hard as you possibly could, and just something is feeling stuck here. We're gonna have to clarify to get more details. You have the Great in Full card, so I feel like you could be grateful for something. This card, as always, reminds me of the Ace of Cups. I do feel that this is talking about true love coming in for you, but it's because you're being honest with yourself here, Aries. You have the Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Five of Swords. It's like, yeah, I mean, Three of Swords, Five of Swords could hurt and, can represent sadness and pain and, all this other stuff. But at the same time, I feel like because this bottom row here has these two fives with this Strength card over here, Aries, this to me is almost like saying that you are the one that is choosing to walk away from something, no matter how painful it is. But it's like, it's the right answer. The Strength card, I feel like you are nurturing your inner strength with this Strength card. That's what I feel like this is talking about. You actually have two cards of control here. The Chariot is a card of hard control. It's like you are really taking control of something. The Strength card is a card of soft control. It's like saying that it's more talking about your inner strength, where it's just kind of not something that you have to do. It's just something that you have, if that makes sense. sense. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you have this control, you have the hard control where there are things that are within your control. And then you have this strength card here, which is, I feel, something that you are developing through the choices that you're making at this time. Again, for some of you, it's like maybe someone just doesn't want to work on a team with you anymore, 3 of Pentacles, and it's like you could be deciding to walk away. This could be a divorce for some of you. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, Justice. You know, I feel like for some of you, this could just be that you're just not wanting to go round and round with a person. Like I said, very simple reading as far as I'm concerned. For others, again, in work, I feel like you're just like, I'm working my butt off with that 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is a card of quality work, but it's like just maybe you're not getting paid what you're worth. And then we go, like if we go this way, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel there could be something new coming in for you. Again, next you have the round and round card. I feel like you're just done doing this. I feel for some of you, like I said, that you really kind of maybe thought that you wanted to be part of a situation, especially, like, it keeps popping into my head that if you went back to a person, it's like you thought you wanted to be in this situation, but now like I feel like you don't, or it's like maybe you see this person's true colors. I just feel like for some of you, you could also be dealing with a person, it's like they're just not making that full investment. I feel like they have like too many you know, like fears. I don't even think this is fears. I feel like this is self-sabotage that you're dealing with. So if you're dealing with a difficult relationship situation, I feel like it's someone who they just can't have a good thing in their life. And so, you know, there's nothing you can do about that, right, Aries? And I feel like maybe that's what you're realizing. You have the Justice card, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Strength card. So I like this a lot. I feel like for some of you, you will be receiving justice in like a divorce situation, if that's what you're dealing with. 3 of Pentacles, you know, kind of finding some middle ground, maybe trying to work together. Ace of Pentacles could be like a settlement offer. Strength card, something you've been patient for. For others, I do feel that this could be a Libra coming in for you here. I do feel this is definitely, if you were experiencing, I do feel like you could have new love coming into your life. And I feel this person is either a Libra or they have a lot of Libra or Libra somewhere in their chart. I'm also seeing Cancer and Leo, of course, show up in your reading here. But this is like an offer. For others, again, I feel like you're just searching for a very solid like work offer. That was weird. If you heard that, Aries, I don't even know what that would be. That was just falling on the ground. But I feel that this could be you know, like a work offer coming in for you here with this energy. So I really like to see that as well. I feel like you're adding structure to your life in this last row. I keep getting the word structure. I'm getting very weird words in your reading today. So I keep getting this thing about structure. I got it over here, and I didn't say anything because like the message wasn't clarifying in my brain. You know, when I'm reading, I'm always trying to filter like what a real message is and what maybe my imagination is, trying to kind of like filter the difference. And so I wasn't really sure about that word structure, but it's like you're trying to make sure that something just doesn't like fall apart here, or it's like you're trying to make something, like the type of structure that I'm talking about here in this last row is, it's almost like, I don't know, it keeps popping into my head as health related. So I said teeth at the beginning. It could have to do with something with your teeth. But I feel like you're trying to add, I don't know if structure is the right word. It's like you're trying to add that. It's like beyond that. You're trying to add structural integrity to something. I don't want to get off track because I'm going to lose like most of you. But that's that. All right, Aries, let's clarify. Thank you for being here, Aries. Really appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on this video. Really appreciate all the likes and all the support. But let's see here. You have the ship. This is like a boat on the ocean. It can just represent moving, and you have the chariot here, which could also be a move. The ship can also just represent going from one place to another, so you could be traveling as well. You have the 2 of Hearts, perfect match in love, and then you have the Anchor as well. Like I said, I feel you feel some of you are have an attachment from the past here. This is like, you know, some sort of attachment that you have to a person here. I feel like there was love there. The anchor, the boat and the anchor, like you can't make this stuff up. This literally would represent like wanting to pull up your anchor and move on to something else. I feel like this whole reading, again, very simple. I feel like you're just looking for a new place to commit. And again, this could be new love. It could also be a new job or just something better. I feel like you know there's something better for you kind of like out there. For others, like I feel this like attachment thing where it's like you could be attached to something like a relationship, but I almost feel like you're not getting any of the benefits of a relationship. It's like there's like I feel like you could be attached to a relationship, but maybe it's more like a roommate situation. I always tell people like don't become a roommate in love, you know, because then you're just a roommate, plain and simple. And I do feel for some of you, you could just feel like a roommate to a person, or it's like there are no like relationship benefits here. So that's weird. You have the 4 of diamonds here. You have the 8 of diamonds, amazing. And you have the 5 of spades. I'll tell you what, Aries, it's like, you know what? If someone is stuck, I feel like that does not mean you have to be stuck as well, is what I would say here. It's like you could be in a relationship with a person who's stuck, and I feel like it's almost like they're keeping you stuck as well. So, you know, if you feel that way, I would definitely escape with this middle row. 4 of diamonds is just a card of patience. The 8 of diamonds is a card called the key. It says you hold the keys necessary to open doors to your bright, beautiful future. I feel like you have the keys necessary to move forward, to improve your life. And the 5 of spades is a card of taking a risk. So I do feel that some of you are maybe like walking away from a person, or you know, maybe you're just kind of choosing to leave someone behind. I feel like saying you are not stuck, or it's like maybe there's just someone in your life who is kind of like stuck. I feel like this person, you know, I keep getting a structure message here, Aries. If you're dealing with a person, it's almost like I feel like they can't smooth things out in their life. And what I mean by that is it's like I feel like once they withdraw their attention from something that they like need to fix, and once they like bring their attention to something else, it's like this thing over here that they were fixing just falls apart. It's like, to me, this looks like a hot mess, like in my head. Not necessarily in the cards, but intuitively, I just feel you could be dealing with a person where it's like it's almost like, I don't think people need to be like amazing multitaskers or anything like that, but it's almost like once they fix one thing and they move on to something else, this other thing breaks down. So it's like if they have, you know, if they're trying to focus on a relationship and work, it's like if they focus on the relationship, it's good. But then when they start focusing on work, it gets bad. You know, it's like they can't create this balance with the Justice card is the message that I'm getting here. And maybe that's what I mean by structure, is it's like they can't create that balance, which is weird. For others, by the way, this is definitely really good for work. There's the coffee pot, so there you go. But the 8 of Pentacles could be a new job coming in for you. At the end here, we have the 4 of Clubs. This card represents Mercury retrograde. We will have a retrograde coming up. It just says follow typical retrograde rules. You have the Bear, which is the 10 of Clubs, and you have the 6 of Clubs. It's a lot of burdens here for you, Aries. The 4 of Clubs says follow the typical retrograde rules that you would during a Mercury retrograde. 10 of Clubs can represent an overbearing energy, and this 6 of Clubs is a card of burdens, but I feel like you're trying to move away from the burdens that someone else is placing upon you. Like, I have all these weird stories popping into my head. Like I said, this is probably one of the weirder readings I've done for you, just like intuitively. I keep getting these stories in my head, and especially if you're in a relationship. I feel like if you're in a relationship, some of you could be like a situationship. I feel like this person has all these like expectations, you know, when it comes to you, but it's like when it comes to them, it's like they don't have to fulfill their end of the bargain. It's almost like they're not part of the relationship, if that makes sense. Aries, it's like they have these things they expect of you, but then when it comes to them, it's like not the same, or they come up with excuses or something like that. So I feel like this could be causing these burdens here in love, especially if this is a love situation. For others, the 10 of Clubs is an amazing card of work progress, so I feel like you could be making a lot of progress in work. Be careful of your paperwork, Aries. 3 of Diamonds is a card of problems with your paperwork, and it just says make sure to double check everything that you do. That card came up a lot in the January readings, and also the next 3-month readings that I did. That card came up a lot, so I would make sure to double check all your paperwork, anything important that you're signing. You have the Sun. I feel like you have like some good things to look forward to with the Sun, definitely some happiness, but it's because you're choosing happiness here, Aries. I feel that is the key here. It's like you're choosing your own happiness. Too many people here on the Chariot. I'm looking at that card. I see like people like ba, 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 coming from both sides, right, Aries? So I feel for some of you, it's like that Chariot is saying, it's a good card, but I feel like you have too many people in your ear. I feel like you have too many people telling you what your responsibilities are, and it's like your life. So I feel like some of you need to take control with that Chariot energy. But there is happiness here, and the 8 of Spades. Maybe you need a vacation. 8 of Spades is like a card of like walking away, doing your own thing. It is a card of vacations called the Garden. So I feel like some of you need a vacation. It's also a card of a harvest as well. So really good card for finances. But I feel like you need to kind of like step back and realize that it's your life. I feel like you need to step back and kind of figure out what you want your responsibilities to be. This 10 of clubs. The 10 of clubs is called the bear. It's actually a good card because it can represent great progress or making great progress. But I do feel that you're dealing with like a lot of people telling you things here and with this reading. So weird reading. I feel like it's important, and probably one of the more important readings I've done for you from the point of view of, I feel like you're trying to bring these two things into balance, like taking control, hard control, and also developing inner strength with that strength card here. And so like, what the hell does that mean? Well, what that means is it's like the difference between, like, let's say you have children, and let's say that your parents, or let's say your parents and your baby mama, baby daddy's parents, they're like both telling you what to do. Chariot is like you just taking care of your kids the way that you do it, right? The strength card is you like not ripping your parents' heads off when they tell you what to do. So I feel like it's like you're kind of like developing those two things. And again, this doesn't just have to do with children. This could be in any area of your life. It's like maybe you want to strangle your boss with the strength card, but the strength card is like saying, don't do it. Don't strangle your boss. You can think it, but it's like you're developing the inner strength to not do it. The Chariot, it's almost like, as much as I'm babbling here, Aries, I am, because I love this reading for you actually, as challenging, I feel like it's kind of challenging, but at the same time, I feel like that Chariot card is saying that you're just going to be proving it to people with your actions. It's like, I feel like you're almost turning people off in a good way, not in a bad way. And I feel like you're just kind of proving to people what you're capable of here in this top row. And that's exactly what I would do if I were you, Aries. So thank you for watching. This looks interesting and good, like I said. So I do like to see that. Yeah, boom. Wheel of Fortune. I wanted to see what that card was. Wheel of Fortune. So definitely a turnaround coming in for you and kind of like improvements. I like that. So this looks good, Aries. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Aries, and definitely good luck.